Rockstar Games just changed the rules of the entire entertainment industry again. Hidden beneath the neon chaos of the latest data drops lies a terrifyingly complex simulation of modern crime, one that completely kills the classic arcade mechanics we've played for a decade. The standard entry point is locked at $79.99, but the true target is the $100 Ultimate Edition. This isn't just a cosmetic cash grab. It unlocks exclusive, permanent infrastructure that fundamentally alters the single-player campaign for Jason and Lucia. But it's a highly restrictive detail hidden inside this Premium Edition's vehicle locker that has the community completely divided, and we will expose exactly what Rockstar is hiding in just a moment.
The state of Leonida thrives on superficiality. Identity is currency. To facilitate this, Rockstar has completely dismantled the basic customization systems of the past. The urban grid is now populated by living commercial hubs like the Electric Fang Tattoo Studio, alongside dynamic clothing empires and high-end cosmetic salons tailored specifically for Lucia. But look closer at the code. This time, character alteration is permanent and fluid. Hair grows dynamically across days of active gameplay, reacting realistically to the high-velocity physics of the wind. You can no longer walk into a barbershop and magically walk out with a full head of hair. And the real estate economy follows the exact same ruthless logic. In previous titles, luxury garages were strictly locked behind online paywalls, leaving single-player fans stranded in rundown warehouses. That barrier has been completely destroyed. The skyline is now dominated by high-rise monopolies like the Pegassi residences, massive multi-tiered parking fortresses integrated directly into the single-player narrative.
For Ultimate Edition owners, the automotive loop centers around a highly restrictive asset: ride-out customs. This isn't an instant spray garage. It is a slow, hyper-detailed restoration laboratory. The game engine allows you to physically watch mechanics strip the frame, overhaul the interior, and reshape the structural geometry of your vehicle in real time. If you don't own the Ultimate Edition, you are forced to rely on standard mod shops scattered across the violent, high-risk fringes of the map, making every vehicle upgrade a logistical nightmare. This brutal realism extends directly to where you rest your head. Safe house progression is no longer a safety net tied to story milestones. Your journey begins at absolute zero, Jason's starter home, a heavily weathered trailer. To bypass rent, Jason executes high-risk tactical operations for an aggressive landlord. This starter base harbors only limited vehicle slots, but the Ultimate Edition instantly populates them with two highly specific survival tools: the military-grade Dinka Enduro motorcycle and a custom Crest kayak. This is the smoking gun that confirms an entirely new gameplay loop. Safe houses will actively require you to manage both land and aquatic docking logistics.
The playable canvas of Leonida is massive, stretching far into the absolute extremes of the American South. To the south lie the isolated Leonida Keys, a fractured island chain heavily fortified by a restricted black-budget military installation. To the west, the urban neon abruptly dies, bleeding into the suffocating swamplands of the Grass Rivers and the industrial shipping ports of Port Gellhorn. But it's the northern border that has cartographers stunned. The extreme edge of the map terminates at Mount Kaga National Park. Topographical data reveals this isn't flat Florida wetlands. It is a jagged, rocky terrain that perfectly mirrors the geography of Georgia. Rockstar has quietly extended the playable map out of the subtropics entirely, forcing players to navigate dense, mountainous timberlands where the environment itself becomes a lethal hazard.
Now we must address the mechanical change that has caused an absolute war in the community. The presence of an integrated weapons locker inside the Ultimate Edition's pre-order vehicles reveals a terrifying truth. The classic Grand Theft Auto arcade logic, where your character could carry a minigun, a rocket launcher, and 5 assault rifles inside their back pocket, is officially dead. Rockstar has fully adapted the hyper-restrictive inventory framework of Red Dead Redemption 2. Jason and Lucia can only carry what physically fits on their bodies: a single concealed sidearm and one compact long gun slung over the shoulder. If you want your heavy firepower, you have to physically walk to the trunk or the dedicated weapons locker of your personal vehicle to equip it before stepping into a firefight. If the police blow up your car or force you to run on foot, you are completely cut off from your armory, transforming every single encounter into a high-stakes struggle for survival. This merciless design flows directly into the natural world. The ecosystem of Leonida is a living, hostile environment. The waterways are heavily populated by dynamic marine life.
While navigating watercraft, pods of highly detailed dolphins will actively track your wake. Subaquatic exploration has been completely redesigned, transforming the ocean from a lifeless void into a massive, interactive frontier. For the first time, players can initiate deep-sea fishing directly from the decks of their vessels. But don't expect a peaceful simulator. From the open waters to the sun-baked mud, the map is filled with violent counterculture factions, ranging from aggressive off-road dirt bike syndicates and heavily armed biker gang territories to dynamic, interactive roadside ambushes.
The mechanics of vehicular combat have evolved just as violently. Firing a weapon is no longer restricted to blindly aiming a pistol through a cracked window. Players can now completely lean their character's entire upper torso out of the cabin, unlocking a true 360-degree field of fire that allows the deployment of heavy primary firearms, like full-sized assault rifles, directly from a moving car. To supply this level of violence, the Ultimate Edition grants instant ownership of rare muscle cars like the Custom Deviant. These high-tier assets are closely tied to a prominent figure within the automotive underground, a luxury collector known as Weinman. Operating a premium vehicle repository, Weinman represents the modern evolution of classic asset acquisition handlers. He tasks the duo with sourcing high-end targets across the state, bringing them to his workshop for extensive identity-erasing makeovers. His network introduces iconic automotive lore, from classic 80s sports cars to rugged off-road variants like the Riata truck, alongside retro builds like the Vapid Gonado, a beautifully stylized homage to the classic 1970s El Camino. For purists, the legendary Grotti Cheetah Classic returns, and side-by-side graphical comparisons with previous iterations reveal a stunning transformation, altering its geometry to more accurately reflect its real-world Ferrari inspiration.
Even the state's security apparatus has modern upgrades. The Vice City Police Department has modernized its aerial fleet, deploying tactical buzzard choppers alongside high-speed marine interceptors to control the coastline. Ultimate Edition players counter this threat with access to a high-velocity cigarette speedboat engineered to outrun state border patrols. Beyond high-speed evasion, the world is saturated with leisure activities and underground minigames, including functional tennis courts, urban basketball rinks, interactive pool tables inside local dives, fully detailed nightclubs, and an expansive mini-golf circuit. Beyond players' anecdotal support, the Ultimate Edition is also laden with intentionally potent gameplay solutions. Additional pre-order assets include bespoke wardrobe sets, a tailored linen suit for Jason, an elegant sequin dress for Lucia, an exclusive curled hair profile, and a custom weapon wrap paying direct tribute to the iconic Hawaiian print shirt worn by Tommy Vercetti. For those analyzing which hardware architecture will best preserve this experience, the PlayStation 5 platform holds a distinct technical advantage. Sony has secured an exclusive marketing alignment, optimizing the title for the PlayStation 5 Pro to natively deliver immersive 3D audio, dynamic DualSense haptic feedback, and a seamless presentation that bridges 4K resolution and 60 frames per second simultaneously.
Yet this leap into the future brings a stark paradigm shift for physical collectors. The retail boxed versions of the game will contain no physical Blu-ray media. Inside the plastic case rests a singular piece of parchment bearing a digital activation code. Due to an unprecedented file size expected to clear 200 gigabytes, the studio has completely abandoned physical disk distribution to ensure maximum data throughput directly from internal solid-state drives. This massive architecture will be available for full preloading on November 12th, exactly 7 days before the global launch on November 19th. The evolution of Leonida draws near, altering the landscape of open-world simulation forever. Thank you for archiving this chapter with us. To stay connected to the ongoing chronicle of gaming lore, ensure you subscribe to the channel. Close the vault, and we will meet in the next chapter.